problems there, oh. Better call Arda, better call Arda. Arda, oh. The coach for listening also go do yawa. Charlie guys, we are still in preseason mood, and how things are going. Most clubs are trying to figure out the best systems for their teams heading into the new season. But problems there. We're able to watch all the preseason games, most of them Saturday, and I've been seeing problems in most teams because it's preseason. That is the importance of preseason, to go and play so that everybody will see that there are problems here and we have to solve them. So Barca, Chelsea, United, and Madrid, we are come to talk about the problems that we've seen so far in their preseason, and we also juxtapose them with the transfer market and how they can solve them in the market before the season starts. But subscribe, guys, subscribe, the Kenado, like, share, and let's have fun because problems there. Someday.
This video, the numbers matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So please subscribe and support him and support him. Subscribe.
For Barcelona, Rodri has limited their problems. Because Flake is a happy man. They lost. They lost to Udinese. The trophy they top. They won the first game against Nottingham Forest and they lost. So interesting how most of Barca players are out because they did well at the World Cup and they are having their holidays. But you see, the high line is still in motion. Barca's high line is still active fully. And with how things are going, if they don't get, that's the first problem, guys. If they don't get a player that will come in and complement what Kubasi does, again, they will go and do well in the league. But Champions League, problem there. Champions League, problem good day. And they've not found a way to solve it yet. Bringing Rodri can lower the problem a bit. But it's not done yet. And there's even a question of, can Rodri contain the high line? The high line comes with pace, sometimes for the back line. But who shields them in front is also key. But Rodri does not need pace at his level. He needs intelligence here. He's smart. So Rodri coming in for Barcelona, no problem. They are going to do what they have to do to make sure that the high line is not a problem. But they need somebody to come in and help Kubasi. Barca have not addressed that problem yet. It is a huge problem that can go and enhance them when the season begins. And Hansi Flick will be fuming again. You can't go and pair Kubasi with another young guy. He's young. What is happening to Laporte? He did well at the World Cup. He has a release clause. Go there and trigger the release clause. It's supposed to be a problem. Barca, it is a problem. The biggest problem for Barca right now is the young guy. He can't play alone. Kubasi can't play alone with any young centre back. It is a huge problem for Barcelona. There is a high line that, luckily for Barca, they have the smart Kubasi to watch. But who helps Kubasi? Who helps Kubasi? It's a problem. The transfer market is there. Staring at Barca. Go and solve it. Problem one. Problem two. Barca can have Cancelo at left back. Barca can have Koundé at right back. And Cancelo said Barca don't pay here too. And I'm here so if there somebody go hijack Cancelo because he's a fine player, stubborn but fine. But I believe Barca will get him again. If you don't get him, and again another problem, mini problem, because about the injury problems, it be serious conversation with Barca fans what they have for every social media platform. So Barca fans, comment section, let me know. Imagine you don't finish the Cancelo deal. Oh, Kubasi, Koundé, your left side problem there. If you go and meet Jan Diomande, he go cook you because he come from the right plus pace, money and pace. So honestly, finish the Cancelo deal and go and trigger the release clause of Laporte. We saw him at the World Cup with who? With Kubasi. It made sense. Now, I'm coming to talk about a backup for Cancelo. It is Balde. Now, let's go to the right back. Who will be the backup for Koundé? If you look at what your rivals are doing, they are getting quality backups. It be serious also because Barca has to win the Champions League goal. It's not negotiable. Barca has to win the Champions League. Now you have Rodri, you have Yamal, you have Rafinha, you have Pedri. Pedri, 15 goals, 15 assists. Easy. This season. Fala. So I can come here and joke and stuff, but it's a serious problem. If you look at Mourinho, he doesn't joke with backups. And you can't tell me if you want to give Hansi Flick backup player, he no go take. So he needs an able backup on the right. If you go to La Masia and you can tap in a good player, no problem. Who be backup left time? Who be backup to Kunde? Expert. You expire very soon. You go and check. Expert. In fact, expert in you, Arnold and Dumfries. Expert in film. So Barca's backline is looking again like a backline that will go to UCL and be eliminated. It is a huge problem. I don't see Barca fans nagging about it. It is a huge problem. Get Cancelo, get Laporte. Only Laporte will create, and that comes to learn the high line with Kubasi. But because they have intelligent Rodri, it might not be a problem. Now, second, Barca's problem are only two for me. Alvarez. They are playing a young guy in preseason called what? Hamza. Hamza is not bad, but Hamza cannot combine UCL and what La Liga games. And you are selling Ferran Torres. Barca, you are selling Ferran Torres. You are selling Ferran Torres. A hype man, the most popular man in USA right now, Ferran Torres. Interview upon interview. But I mean, he felt like he wants an important role. Barca fans don't respect him. He wants a good contract and assurance. Not from Davido, from Laporte, that he has to get a long-term contract and stay and play football. So, it will coach Column. So he's going to PSG. There he will get minutes in the league. He will play the league. And you see, PSG are doing something smart. They've bought Lucas Digne. They can't play Ligue 1. Then the left back, Mendes will be on the bench. Hey, they are buying. What's his name? What's his name? The guy's called a goal. They are buying Ferran Torres so that he will come and play League 1, and then Booze and Co will get ready for Champions League. Hey, PSG, smartness. So you see, with how things are going, Barca, no, if you don't get Alvarez, what is the plan? Everything we do it will be called Adeyemi Mfayo. Adeyemi Mfayo to me industry. Adeyemi is not Adeyemi Eisen. Adeyemi is not playing well in preseason. Adeyemi knows sit up. That be the fact. Lolo has now come back. Lopez has now come back and is getting used to the system and the rhythm now. So it will take him time. Omo will come back and play. Pedro will come back and play. Gordon will come. If you can get Alvarez solid. If Barca gets Alvarez, Champions League favorites. If you don't get him to trophyless, serious. So it's a high and a low risk. So I hope Barca are planning for who they will replace or who they are going for if they don't get Alvarez. There's a little bit of hope. An iota of hope is glaring now that they can try and get Alvarez. But articles are saying that they will not sell. And the guy will push for the move. So Barca's problems is in the number 9 and the back line. There are issues there. And preseason, they were considering Udinese shall go. They were back, tapping, cut back, the high line. So Kweku Flick, Mourinho has come. I'm scared for you. If you don't ask for Cancelo to be done, for Laporta to come, and even if you don't get your Alvarez, who are you going to get? Gordon number 9, Rafinha left wing. It makes sense. First 9, people they take do things. It's not a problem. So Barca for work on the back line. It is a clear problem. You don't even need to come talk about it. But the high line is a problem already. Because if Laporte comes, he's not going to get himself acclimatized to the high line. And he's not even there. By now, Max Bernardo, so Barca, please, Barca fans, it is a huge problem. Let me know if there's any other problem that you feel we should address in the comment section. That is for Barca fans. But I like the Hamza guy. He's like a good number 9, like a false 9 vibe. It's not false 9. Focal point number 9. He has the height and everything. He's not bad. Maybe he could back up to Alvarez or back up to the first 9 if they don't get Alvarez. But the Rodri deal was a good one because De Jong is not available, so it's good. Pedri, double figures. Okay, next team. I said, okay, so Barca, B, C, Chelsea. Chelsea won their Club World Cup. Club World Cup champions. Chelsea won their friendly against AC Milan, the world-class Amorim. And the problems are diminishing. The problems are fading off. The problems are running away. The problems are fleeing. But there's still a problem with Chelsea. There's still a problem with Chelsea. And the problem is minimal, but it is very, very important. Liverpool is not showing signs of being fully fit. Liverpool has been rested in some games now, back to back, in preseason. If there's no Liverpool, Chelsea, are you going to get that extra centre back that we thought we were getting in John Stones? It is a serious problem. Chelsea fans, let's have a conversation in the comment section. It is a serious problem. Liverpool, he go anytime. He go injury. If he goes to injury, what Alonso wants to do in his three-back build-up shape, can Hato do it for you? Hato Lacroix. Imagine when James is injured. So Chelsea's problems are worrisome because you don't know when James will get injured. You don't know when Liverpool will get injured. So Chelsea needs a low-key, get an extra centre-back. Sanchez is a problem, but we all know that on a good day, he can play well. So no problem, no worries. No, we are not going to trust on Sanchez. But the defense, and let me explain this thing so far. Alonso is aware of Chelsea's feeble defense here. He's stressing on what? Structural organization at the back line. He prefers the team from attack to defense be very well structured so that we can defend as a team, because collectively that is where we can become strong. But individually we lack aggressors. Even Lacroix is not a top aggressor. He's he leads the back line very well. So Chelsea's problem is still defensive. Yeah, clean sheet against AC Milan is a good one, but Chelsea's problem is still extremely defensive. If you don't work on it, it's going to be a problem. So Chelsea fans say, attack, the lap will go, probably a problem, you will go. Tosin, Fabrizio, the lap is on the market. Okay, we need to get somebody, or who do we trust? Give me a name in the comment section. Aslemino or Sa. You guys have been seeing the pictures, right? Hato, LCB. Kwao, CCB. Lacroix, right? LCB. In case we want to be flexible, with James, LCB. Lacroix, CCB. Kwao, LCB. So, even if Kwao gets injured, we can have maybe Hato and Co. Will they be ready? That is the biggest problem of Chelsea right now. The defense. Chelsea has quality. And also midfield. Just imagine Lavia gets injured. So Chelsea's problems are imaginary peace. Say imaginary peace. They are all imaginary problems. Because if one A gets injured, we are in trouble. If B gets injured, we are in trouble. If Lavia gets injured, you have only Enzo and Caicedo. Maybe Caicedo no Onye ready. Esigo is not ready. And we can't depend on the young guys. So Chelsea, maybe we have to also go in for what? Another midfielder. And I was hearing rumors about Zubimendi to Chelsea because Alonso loves him. Let me tell Asaf something. Before Zubimendi liked Abika Arteta, he already was in love with what Alonso. He be training for which side that. Yeah. So that's a phone call away. Then we go buy Zubimendi. But maybe we can't spend much in the transfer market. And he also has, fans or like people love him at Madrid. So don't be surprised if Ben doesn't get playing time this season. He would like to make a move, and Chelsea will be ready to welcome him. Now we can have Enzo Caicedo to Mendy Lavia, Afa, or he can even go to Madrid. Keep an eye. So Chelsea's problems are minimal because we've bought a lot. Because Chelsea's biggest issue is always off the field. Oh, win. 4 wins on a row. Next game. Then one serious injury. I destroy everything. Win. Then off field. Breaking news. Mikhail Modric off the field. Win. Lavia driving license. Enzo insult with off the field. Chelsea problems off the field. Never on the field. But Alonso is a smart man. Alonso will not confuse us. Alonso won't go and say, no title contenders, so leave my boy. No, Alonso won't go and down players at press conference like Maresca did. To Chelsea's problems, I won't stress plenty on it. Let's move. AB Madrid. Madrid next. Real Madrid. Hey! Problems there. It ain't for midfield though. Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Valverde, Bellingham, Bernardo Silva, Arda Güler, headache for Mourinho. And this is where we explain and we also probably explain in details. Now, guys, Real Madrid fans, gather around. You've lost out on Rodri, and we have to. I say we because this season I'm a Mourinho boy, so I mean automatically the weed for my boy, my daddy. We are handicapped a bit in terms of quality. Now, the reason why I was championing Rodri to go to Madrid was because Mourinho has evolved and is continuing to evolve, and is evolving. How beautiful is that you get the best deep line playmaker in the world to come and help you control games and control tempo and be the orchestra. Because Mourinho is now wanting to adapt to modern game football where he can also control games and manage games well. We've not gotten him. No problem. Now people are speculating who will be the pivot, who will be the... I'm about to make a big call. And this call is for Camavinga. Camavinga has been extremely brilliant in preseason. Their last game too, he was amazing in preseason. Camavinga is playing well. Camavinga is kind of a bit of doing pass and move. It's a form of controlling. But Camavinga might not be a starter under Jose Mourinho. So he has plugged one plan on the bench. That's Camavinga. He has improved one player for his bench to manage games in Camavinga with preseason. I want to advocate that the best pivot for Mourinho should be Valverde and Bernardo Silva. We are solving the Madrid midfield problem together. Guys, it should be Bernardo Silva and Valverde, not Tchouaméni and Bernardo Silva, not Bellingham and Bernardo Silva, not Tchouaméni and Valverde. Let's pick the profile of Valverde first. Valverde, you've played football for a long time now. It don't be me or it don't be Mourinho where go come master your box-to-box fluidity. He should be able to play as a box-to-box player whilst Madrid try with Bernardo Silva to be the deep line playmaker or to be the semi-controller. And in that space, Arnold often learns how to invert into midfield. If they are playing a team that is sitting back, Mourinho can learn to move Arnold a bit in midfield, Bernardo Silva, then Valverde does the box-to-box work. And I was advocating for Arda Güler to play as number 10. But again, Jose has used the preseason to condition Güler very well for the season and get him on the bench for Bellingham to play as number 10. Even though I don't agree with Bellingham as number 10, but it looks like there's no option. There's no option. If they had Rodri, I'll prefer that Rodri will play with what? Let's say Bellingham. But they couldn't get. So they need that particular runner in attack. But with that being said, if you play Güler as a number 10, no problem. I think he will start the season. Güler might start the season because Bellingham is not available. But in the complete full setup of Madrid, you're going to Bellingham as number 10. So keep an eye on the Madrid bench. Oh. And if you're a Barca fan, compare the bench to your bench. Oh. Güler the bench. Carvajal the bench. In form from preseason. Bernardo Silva and Valverde, Tchouaméni on the bench. And that is where you get that particular control from Bernardo. And we saw glimpses in their game that they played recently. They won 2-1. So let's see. It can even be Tchouaméni and Bernardo Silva. But Valverde is an all-rounder. I'm expecting Mourinho to try and do a semi-inversion with Arnold. Not playing in midfield though. Then you spread the back line. So Rudiger, Den Huijsen, and also probably let's see who else at left centre back. Cucurella at left centre back. Thank you. Now, so we are trying to find out the problem of Madrid in midfield. Now in defense, Rodri didn't come. Madrid has a ball playing CCB in Den Huijsen. The importance of Den Huijsen should come to bear now. He should be able to start balls and build up from behind very effectively and efficiently. I won't pardon him with the defending and aerial defending, but Mourinho can improve him with defending. So luckily for him, he's now important. Even though I feel like when Militao is available, and Rudiger is available, he will be on the bench. Then they'll have Militao in the CCB. In my information, where I'm inverting a bit Arnold. Again, instructions, not formations. So no issue on the right for margin of attack, no issue on the left, no issue number 10, no issue number 9. But the midfield, Bernardo, and Mourinho mentioned it, he's all praises for Bernardo Silva already. He's praising Bernardo Silva. And he is going to lead the pivot for him and control. Madrid are in the market for a midfielder if they sell. And they want to sell Asensio. If they don't sell, they will do with what they have. And Bernardo Silva will lead the midfield control. But Den Huijsen should have a role. It is a problem that can be solved. Den Huijsen should have a role. Or Madrid should go to the market and get a defender. It's simple as that. Because the defense is still a problem. Oh. Guys, why is a problem? They are all one way. Konate one way. Rudiger one way. Militao is a bit of a balance. So the partnership is a problem for Mourinho. He has to fix it with preseason. So midfield problem can be solved in-house. Defense problem can be solved if they psych up what? Den Huijsen. Attack. Mbappe will do all the goal scoring, no problem. Vinicius on the left, back up Diaz and Wow and everybody are there. Cucurella backup, they have everybody. So Madrid are very okay with backups now, as compared to Barcelona. But the midfield is where Barca is beating them with one man. But hopefully, Rodri will be that iconic guy. Bernardo Silva will be that iconic guy that can come in and do something special for them. It is key. People are asking. I will do more breakdown on the midfield. But for me, if I'm Mourinho's assistant coach, it is Rodri. Hey, Rodri, my friend, what? It is Bernardo Silva and Valverde. And those who are saying Valverde is a right back, he's not a right back. He's not even a right winger. He's just versatile. That's why I'm expecting him to be playing as a box-to-box player and play well. So Madrid's problems too can easily be addressed. Manchester United. I like how they are playing a lot of preseason games and tough ones. I mean, they're playing a lot of tough preseason games. Atletico Madrid is a good one. It will condition you very well for the season. PSG is a smart one. And they're not losing, they're drawing. And they are all praising Andres Santos. I didn't see them do that for him when he was at Chelsea. It is normal. But Andre is my boy. I like him. His story is interesting. a player who can send his own, videos to scouts and big accounts to post for him. He's a controller. But it is pre-season. He's a one-touch player. If you press him, if you suffocate him, he's in trouble. You stop hyping him and come and tell Chelsea, you fraud we. That being said, if Man U don't get, and their problem is simple to solve, if they don't get that extra midfielder, they will be in trouble combining European football and the EPL. They also need backups. I'm hearing they are going for Hendrick. It's a rumor for now, but why Hendrick? He's not a winger. Man U needs a typical right winger because they only have, they have Mbeumo and Ahmad. It is not too top. Mbeumo is a number 9 and a number 10 for me. Mbeumo is not a wide winger. It's a serious problem. Okay, Rashford, did they trust him? No. But he's a winger. But they'll play Cunha as a left winger. It is a bit of a problem because Cunha is not a winger. He's trying to do a job there as a winger. But they can invert him and overlap somebody. Hence, that's why they have to get what? Lewis Hall. So Man U also have a midfield problem to finish and a fullback problem to finish. Get Lewis Hall, or if Shaw gets injured, Dogu skills is there. Don't come and complain about Dogu skills. Man U fans, we beg. Because you have to combine European football and the EPL. It has always been your Achilles heel. Defense, they don't have a 4-5 problem. No. Keeper, they are okay. Right back, they have Dalo. No a problem. But the midfield, and it's a clear problem that they've been asking about. You tell me is there. Mason Mount got injured in preseason. That means they have to go into the market. And this transfer window is a midfield market. So you shop well, you shop right, you are good to go. So Man U should be careful with how they plan the midfield very well. And even the wingers, they are not typical wingers. They don't trust their typical wingers. So we see Dogu playing as a left winger. It is a problem. If Rashford can be given the confidence to play, no problem. But I don't see how he starts ahead of Cunha. So if Man U can get a winger in the market, a midfielder, and a fullback, 3. But they are very calm and quiet. Ineos say he is managing money. So guys, that is the key problems of Man U. So Man U, Madrid, Chelsea, and Barcelona will bring you the clubs, other clubs next. City, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, I don't know, probably Arsenal. Problems there too that they have to solve. We are still in preseason mode, but thank you guys for always subscribing and sharing my content. The Kinajo, we'll see you. Do what to watch the first video. That is what tactics, instructions versus formations that led to this kind of problem content too. The Kinajo, we'll see you. God bless you. We out.